It was my junior year in high school. I was sitting at a round table in a small, stuffy room. It was my annual high school review. At the table was my mom, my dad, myself, and two teachers, one male and one female. The one female teacher started to read off my grades, all D's for all 3 years. Then my ACT scores 11. Mr. and Mrs. Goodman, your son's reading at a seventh grade level as a junior. We are recommending we put him in special ed. You could not imagine what was going on in my head and my mind. All I believed was what you did in school would be what you amount to in life. The thoughts came in my mind. You're stupid. You're dumb. Nobody wants to hear what you're saying. You will amount to nothing. Those beliefs early in my life led me to these characteristics. I was very shy. I had very little communication skills. I had no people skills. I had no leadership skills. So I never wanted to meet new people. I had my group of weightlifter friends because I love fitness, and I had my group of friends that I played sports with. I never wanted to meet new people. I almost didn't go to my best friend's wedding because I had to give a speech in front of people, in front of other people. I read one book from the age of 22 to 39, the Dennis Rodman story. At the age of 40, my life changed. I found a unique opportunity that introduced me to personal development. I was encouraged to read these books. For the first year, I didn't do it because I said, I don't need this self help stuff. This is ridiculous, cheesy. Nobody reads that stuff, and I'm not reading it. Fast forward to the first year, I was struggling in my business opportunity and in life. I was struggling big time. I was struggling to talk to people. I was struggling to meet people. Why? Because I lacked people and communication skills. I'm in a relationship business with no people skills and no communication skills. That's a problem. I never learned these things in school. Why? Because they didn't teach them. I was also going through some personal stuff with my full-time job as a trader. When I say personal struggles, it was stressful. It was hard to make money. I didn't have many skills. And the thought of having to work for someone else just really got to me. I just couldn't imagine. So I started to slip, and I got into a big depression. Anyone who deals with depression knows this stuff can absolutely mess with your mind and paralyze you. Then the aha moment came in my life. We were at a party, and I ran into a successful entrepreneur who was in the same business that I was in, though he was making $500,000 a year. I started to talk to him. I'm sure I know what you're thinking. I thought you were all shy and this and that. I am shy, and I was. And after 3 vodka and Kettle Ones, I will talk to anyone, okay? So I said, Tommy, can you give me a tip for my business? Because I'm close to quitting. He said, Goody, what personal development book are you reading? I said, I don't need that stuff. I don't need that self-help stuff. He said, Goody, you're a good dude, but you have no chance of succeeding with your business in this if you don't start reading personal development. You'll quit because you need to grow as a person. To help more and to have more, you must become more. I stared at him what I thought was a minute, and I said, fuck, Tommy. Sorry for the words, but his encouragement to me got me started on my personal development journey. And this is what happened. I started listening to 10 minutes of an audiobook, then 15 minutes. I still hated to read. But then I was recommended these certain books that weren't on audio. So I started to read those books. I started to read these books instead of watching TV. I would listen to a CD in my car instead of the radio. At first, nothing happened. After being consistent over time, the compound effect kicked in. It was like magic started to happen. I released the sleeping giant inside of me. Those frickin' self-help books were working. They were changing me as a person and essentially changing everything else around me. I was looking at the world in a whole different way. In 4 years, I've read over 200 books. The outcome was I became a better husband, a better father, a better son. I started removing negative people from my life. All that fear I had talking to people went away. I started to develop amazing communication and people skills. It was like I came out of a shell. I won a humanitarian award in my community for my leadership skills. I turned my fears into courage and I continue to step out of my comfort zone. I went from not being able to lead a two-person prayer to literally talking in front of hundreds of people. The personal growth even cured my depression. It wasn't the Lexapro, it wasn't the Prozac or the Zoloft. It was the personal development and changing my mind. I developed more skills in my 4 years of self education than I did in my 16 years of formal education that I did in school. It doesn't matter where you are in life, you can always grow more. Most people stop learning and growing after school. But a self education can make you become a better parent, a better spouse, have more self belief, gain more confidence, eliminate negative people from your world, become internally stronger, be a more positive person, develop self discipline, conquer your fears, become better, in all aspects of your life. Get out of your comfort zone. If you're struggling, a stronger business mind, a better personality. It can do anything for you. Okay. So, one of the tracks that I want to leave is that I introduce people that they can awaken the giant inside them and have more, do more, and become more. So, please, I'm asking you so you could wind up in all I want to do is have you wind up in my life testimonial because I introduce you to personal development or whatever I introduce you to. But here it is, okay? 5 to 10 minutes a day. Stay engaged in the group, follow it, and I promise you, if you take the suggestions we give you, your life will change. All right? Looking forward to seeing you in the group. Love you guys.